Hey friends, we have a lot to share with you today.
So the last few weeks we've been making videos about the rally in Quartzsite, but since we left there, a lot has happened. And we're going to try to bring you up to speed on that and of course share whatever we can about our journey. So first I'd like to introduce you to our little cow friend. We are at a new campground in California, and when we got here our picnic table had this little decoration, which is really cute, and this rock says, it says turn the rock over, and then it says, you just took orders from a rock. I'm assuming that a kid made this. It's very cute. So, that's my little rock friend. This is Sasha's little rock friend.
We each have a rock friend now.
So right at the end of the rally, my laptop died, and we had to kind of hit the road and get to California rather quickly. I made a video about that, which I'll leave up here. But we got my laptop fixed, and then after that, we kind of started, I don't know, wandering around a little bit. We made it up from Los Angeles area up to Joshua Tree. We went from Joshua Tree over to...
we visited our friends in Las Vegas, which was really cool. Hi, Vinny and Jess.
We went out to Hoover Dam, which was pretty cool. I was actually really impressed with it. The tours were closed, but we still got to walk around the outside. And then we went and boondocked in the mountains for a couple nights.
That was super cool. Yeah. Beautiful.
And went north up to the east entrance of Death Valley. We went into Death Valley for a day, and then we left again for a couple days to work, and then we went back through. That was terrific. But Death Valley is way better than what we expected.
So apparently Death Valley is the largest national park in the continental US, and we didn't know about that. It's huge.
It's huge. It's hours of driving just to go see things. Really beautiful, and we got really lucky to have a little bit of desert rain while we were there, so that was a pretty exciting thing. Our goal was to go from Death Valley over to Sequoia National Park, and the night before, 2 nights before, they had received over 2 feet of snow. And the roads were not closed, but they were pretty inaccessible, chains required, they were still plowing, and we kind of ran out of time because we have another thing going on, which is that
I am going to visit my friends and family in Russia.
So we posted a little bit about that on Instagram and Facebook, and we are going to share that journey. But for the last month or so, we've been trying to position ourselves near LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, because that's where she's flying out of. It was one of the cheapest places to fly from, as well as having the best routes. So she actually has a nonstop flight, which is fantastic, from LA all the way to Moscow.
So yeah, I'm going to be flying from Los Angeles to Moscow. It's going to take me about 11 hours, which sounds like a long time, but it's actually pretty normal for flights like that. And then I'm going to be flying from Moscow to St. Petersburg, which is only about an hour and a half, which is no big deal in comparison to 11 hours.
It's pretty hard to get nonstop flights to St. Petersburg, and we got really lucky, especially considering it's from the West Coast, which is even farther than we're used to flying from, which is usually Boston. Sasha's a little uncomfortable with flying.
Yeah, I feel like over the last couple of years, I have developed somehow anxiety about flying. And it's not necessarily that I'm afraid of crashing, it's just the whole process makes me slightly nervous. I just want to make sure that I arrive on time, that I have all my papers with me, and I have everything that I need for the flight, which is normal. I realize that, but I feel like altogether it can be a little stressful. But I'm so excited that I'm visiting my friends and family. It has been 3 years since I've seen them, a long time.
So Sasha's going to be leaving actually today in about 2 hours, and she's going to be there for almost 5 weeks. It's about 4.5 weeks, and while she's there, I'm going to be making my way from LA. I got to stay here for a couple weeks, and then I have to go pick her up in Chicago, because then in the early part of May, we have an appointment with NuCamp for some final warranty work. So I'm going to pick her up in Chicago, and then we have about 3 or 4 days to make it over to the NuCamp factory in Ohio.
So I'll try to do my best to record as much as I can. I'm mostly planning on spending time with my friends and family. However, I do want to go to the downtown of St. Petersburg. It's really beautiful, has one of the most beautiful museums in Russia. And I'm not sure about the COVID restrictions right now. Hopefully most places are somewhat open, and I'll try to visit as many places as I can.
So she's going to try to record some stuff and package it all up and send it to me over the internet, and then I'll be able to make videos with it while she's gone.
Fingers crossed it's going to work out.
It's kind of our first time being apart. We've been together 24 hours a day for the last 1.5 years.
Yeah.
But we're very excited about it. Of course, she needs to see her family.
Yeah. It's been
It'll
a
be
while.
really interesting for me to experience life on the road alone.
The longest that we've been apart was the very first time I visited Russia was actually like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Which is, I'm personally super excited about. In the past, when I used to work at the library, I would only have like 2 weeks per year of vacation, which was definitely not enough to, spend time with my husband and go visit my friends and family back in Russia, because it's just not enough time to visit everyone. And I was very frustrated and upset that some people I would just have to skip because time would run out. So now with our flexible lifestyle, I'm super happy that I can plan as much time as I want and just go and see everyone.
One of the major reasons we chose this lifestyle was because we didn't want our time off and our flexibility to travel around to be limited by how much vacation time we had from our jobs. So of course we still have work to do, but we can do it remotely. This is our first time experimenting with having more freedom of time to travel. So it's pretty exciting for her to be able to go and visit for a whole month.
Yeah, very, very excited.
So I mentioned before that I have some projects to work on here. One of them is that we have our 2018 Ram 3500 truck that hauls our camper. And I have a couple minor warranty issues with it that I have been trying to get fixed for the last 6 months. The issues are possibly a power steering box that's starting to fail, and the driver's side and passenger side door gaskets they whistle. I guess they compress over time and they're not as tight, and they just put new ones in.
But that gets really loud, even on my side. I think Scott's side is the worst.
Absolutely.
But my side is getting loose too, and it's loud, very, very loud.
The issue with the steering box is that they are out of stock everywhere and they're back ordered. So even though I've gotten a couple dealerships to say that they would replace it, they can't because they couldn't get the parts in. And the dealer is like 62 miles away, and I have about 75 miles left before I hit 36,000 miles. So I can't drive the truck, which means I can't take her to the airport. So she's going to be calling a Lyft or an Uber.
Yeah.
It always seems to come down to warranty problems. My hope is that with my visit to this dealership, they can at least say, yes, it's bad. And then I called Ram, I asked them about a warranty extension, and they said if you have a diagnosis within 2 weeks, we can extend the warranty as long as you have not gone past your mileage, which means that I have to get there, get them to diagnose it, and before I leave the parking lot, I have to call them and get the warranty extended, because if I drive back here, I'll be at over 36,000 miles. I also need to get tires. Our tires are trashed. They have 36,000 miles on them. They're bald. And I have to now drive from LA all the way back to Ohio, which is about 2,500 miles, give or take. And I don't trust the tires. While I'm here, I'm going to try to get the truck warranty stuff done, the tires replaced. I'm going to try to record as much of that as I can. I'm also going to kind of bring you along on the major events like getting tires done and getting the truck fixed. And all of this is going to lead us out to Ohio. Over the coming weeks, we're going to bring you along with all of these adventures and see what we come up with. As we sit here right now, we have no idea how any of this is going to go.
So now it's actually time for me to check everything before my flight, and it's time for me to call a Lyft and go on my adventure. Wish me luck and safe travels, and I'll try to record as much as I can.
All ready to go?
Yep, you can carry my bag, thank you. Hopefully it's gonna fit. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good.
So we had a little change of plans. There were no Uber or Lyft available, so we had to find a shuttle service, and they're coming to pick Sasha up in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe 20, we'll see.
Yeah, and I guess it's very strange because last night we double checked that there are some rides available, but I guess they were not available today.
I think what happens is this time of day they all go to the city for taking people home.
Yeah.
So there's just no one here. Because we're kind of in the suburbs, the outskirts.
That makes sense.
We're in Fillmore, California, which is an hour and a half from LAX. So there's not a ton of city services here.
Yeah.
Just a little town. But at least we got something. It was $100 instead of $87, so it wasn't much more money. Pretty good deal.
Yeah.
private car. He'll be here at a specific time, which is nice. Much easier actually than Uber.
Sharing with someone and
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
yeah. Hummingbird.
Yeah. They're so fast. That's ridiculous. The driver called us to let us know that he was going to stop and get gas. He asked if we were in a rush, which we're not. But we're still waiting.
Yep, still waiting.
So today's been a long day of waiting. We realized when you book the flight early in the morning, you get up, you go,
And you're done. But then
when
when
you don't,
when it's later, you have to wait all day, which is I don't
I
like.
can't really go do anything yet.
You gotta wait.
She's just waiting, we're waiting. So kind of the waiting process. A little bit longer.
It's alright though.
You excited?
Yeah. Friends and family.
She's of course going to miss me.
Of
But
course.
I would imagine not seeing your friends and family for 3 years is a long time.
Time to visit.
Oh boy. Must have extras. No, I think that's an old cruiser. Yeah, we're staying in our camper. She's gonna
Thank you.
fly.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
Room for her to sit in front?
If you're okay with me
Yeah,
sitting in the
no
front,
problem.
I'm not sure what's your.
Yeah, I got a map.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, nice.
Want to say your final goodbyes to him?
Yeah, bye honey.
Yeah. Bye, honey. Mwah. See you soon.
See you.
Oh, this is
What year is the cruiser?
09.
Oh, 9. Cool.
Yeah, they're fast.
Well, thanks for taking her in and have a great
Yeah,
day.
Definitely.
it. Bye, honey.
Bye, honey.
Alright.
See you soon.
Get 'em on. Hi, Sasha. And she's off. We had to wait like an hour. Not too bad. Seems like a nice guy. Hopefully. I hope. No badoombas.